woman's life, Megan, from being killed. And then he stopped a mother from going to jail, Kelsey, right? But talking to Tory when he was in there, he said, "Whack, everything happened for a reason. I'm a Canadian dude in a penitentiary in California, but yet I've been able to help dozens of men get back to court on appeals on cases they've been railroading." He said, "I think I'm the sacrificial lamb. I was the one needed to come back to this place to help these people who probably need to be free more than me." He said, "Although I'm locked up, I still make millions of dollars. I'm still cool. My kids are still taken care of, but some of these men in their family won't be good unless they're there." So he figured, like, maybe I was placed here. I know I'm going to get out before the 10, but maybe I was placed here to help some people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got some friends that know I'm a huge Tory Lanez fan, and they're not Tory Lanez fans, and they hit me with the, if people really with Tory in there, he got stabbed up 14 times. His people would have looked out for him. They don't care about him. If it was some beef, they got it cleared, and his people set him up. No. That shit came from up higher up. That wasn't no prison shit. That wasn't no yard shit. That wasn't none of that.
Who was that from?
His appeal was already in. Friday, the defense attorney turns in the statement of the dude identifying Kelsey as a shooter. And Monday, he get hit by a dropout.
Crazy.
Let me tell you something. That's a level 3 penitentiary. You have a gun tower. You got 2 correctional officers on the floor. When each wing is unlocked. In order to hit that dude 14 times, it should have been 2 or 3 people on him. It was 1 person on him. The gun tower never shot. There was no correctional officers on the floor. Nobody was there all of a sudden. You right? So I'm listening to Tory dad talking. I believe Tory's covered because most people, he got his lungs punctured. Yeah. There's a tape that will be coming out. I had somebody watch the tape that's in there that gave me a description of what they was watching. Another correctional officer. I got a homeboy that worked in one institution, called one of his partners that watched the tape.
The tape came out.
Grabbed Tory's hoodie and started hitting him. Only thing saved Tory's life is he slid out the hoodie. Grab your hoodie.
Quick thinking.
And when he slid out of it, he started running, and dude was chasing, hitting him. And by that time, correctional officers showed up. Think about it. So where was the COs at when it kicked off? Where was everybody at? You know what I mean? So I believe if done right, they'll release him probably with an ankle monitor to fight his appeal. Going back to LA County is a threat. You know what I mean? Because if that DA, that case is overturned, Tory's case then becomes case law, case study. And everybody that DA's convicted could come down on the appeal. Now we talking about $1 billion lawsuit. He saved a woman's life, Megan, from being killed. And then he stopped a mother from going to jail, Kelsey, right? But talking to Tory when he was in there, he said, "Whack, everything happened for a reason. I'm a Canadian dude in a penitentiary in California, but yet I've been able to help dozens of men get back to court on appeals on cases they've been railroading."
It started over. Yeah.
You on mute, Rock. Rock, you on mute, big dog.
So that was Whack 100. He has a personal relationship with Tory. He says that he communicates with him often. You could take what he has to say with a grain of salt, but for conversation purposes, the topic is about Tory Lanez in this situation. Quality. Let me start with you. Do you think it was a hit?
From everything that I'm hearing about it, I cannot lie. It looks like it's pointing that way. Now, it's very vague because all this is new, and this is the only information that we have thus far. But from what we hear, this look like they trying to get this dude, man. I don't know, and I think I'm more concerned about what is it that he done done that makes them want to take him out like this. I'm a little lost on that part. What is it that he done that make them want to take him out? I mean, does he have some information that we don't know about? What we dealing? Anybody know on this?
I feel like, I mean, allegedly, you know what I'm saying? That shit probably came about because of who he's like, the people that caught up with him in the mix of this. You know, Megan's like a worldwide star, bro.
No, not worldwide.
No, what?
Well, my bad.
She just got there though, right? She wasn't there before him.
She's a big
I think
star,
this story kind of helped her. Yeah,
Yes.
she was on her way.
Why you say she not worldwide? Rock.
But that's
I mean,
not
she
the
performed-
debate. I was just throwing it in there. But go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
I
bad.
don't
My
want
bad
that
for
to be
misspeaking.
I
She's
just
a big star.
I know, I
She's
know.
Yeah, she a big star, bro. And from where she started out at, you gotta think about, you know what I'm saying? She started off with 1501 with old boy that used to play baseball. I don't know his name. And then like she linked up with Jay-Z, however that happened, and they was filing lawsuits and stuff, right, against 1501 to get Megan about her contract so she can come over there with them. You know what I'm saying?
Hold
So
on,
that
Quality,
just
I
made
didn't mean to cut you off. No, actually, 1501 and Jay, they were filing lawsuits against Rock Nation for trying to steal the artist.
Okay.
Trying to steal her. Okay.
My bad. I'm like, okay, it's stuff I don't know. I don't know everything, but I know it's something in that realm, right?
Yeah.
So like to me, her signing with Jay-Z over there and being Jay-Z being who he is, that just boosted her, you know what I'm saying, her status. And they know with all this stuff that's coming out now, comes out to be true, that Tory didn't do it. Tory free, and that's gonna put Megan in the line of fire. That's gonna be a lot of money they lose, right? If she get caught up in it. So that can be a way to look at it, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly.
Allegedly, I get it.
Yeah, so basically, also to add to it, you know, I can't say that it was a hit because I don't know for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like it, you know, from based off everything that's been going on, how everything has perspired over the last few years. You know, if it was a hit, it's definitely bigger than Rock Nation. It's definitely would be an industry hit because you got to think about it. He basically not only did he kill out the middleman when he dropped the that last album before he went to jail, he killed the record game in 1 minute with the NFTs. He dropped the album, sold it through NFTs, which means that he did not need no distributor. He did it with no promotion. He dropped it like out of nowhere, and he made $1 million. He sold the album for $1. Then on top of that, he made it to where what he did was he made it to where the fans who bought his album could bootleg the album and sell it for more than $1. So he made it to where his fans was able to profit off of investing in Tory. So you got to think about this. This wasn't even a slap in the face. This was a spit in the face to the record industry. Because not only did he make it to where you don't need the distributor, you don't need the streamers, you don't need the record label. He made it to where the fans can make money off of it. He made it to where they could legally bootleg his record, and it ain't nothing the law or the labels or the streaming services can do anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
So when you put that together, it will make you say, "Yeah, I could see them possibly, you know, putting a hit out on him, especially after the evidence is coming out that's possibly proving that he didn't even shoot her, that she even got shot."
So he blazing the trail. He blazing the trail for other artists. Okay.
I'm on the other side. I'm on the other side of this, of course.
What side is that, Rich?
Man, fuck Tory. He on some bullshit. Let me explain something to you. He a great artist. He all that. You had your day at court. You didn't say that, man. You could have said that. We know. Okay, you want us to have compassion because you tried to save Megan and say that. Man, I'd have said, man, fuck both of them. I ain't shoot them because he got a career. So I'm not mad at the choices that you made for yourself now. Now you got money. You know what? The audacity of him to sit there and put a fake stabbing in our face. The same nigga who just recorded 2 albums in there. He recorded 2 albums in there. He recorded 2 albums in there, and now you got stabbed. Come on, man. He playing the game. He's playing the game. He's playing the game. Listen. Just like Megan Foot thing is fake. Same way. Ain't no different. It's no different. Money can do things that See, when you're broke, you think from a poverty mindset. But rich niggas, he got money. He can pull some shit out that we can't. Because guess what? Now, I'm going to tell you something. I was locked up. I don't care how big you is. If you get stabbed up, they'll get you in protected custody. They'll put you in that where that type of shit won't happen. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying quit playing. You ain't finna be, and they know who he is, and they know he got money. The state of California ain't finna let, you see what I'm trying to say? But like I say, people who don't know or don't think that far outside the box will think, oh, that's just propaganda. No, that man doing whatever he got to do to get out at this point. He ready to come home. And they said, hey, you get stabbed, come up with a story, and it's working. Everything he got is working. It's no new evidence. It's just a nigga say he heard a girl say this when he was a driver. That's all we got so far. Then they got tape showing that Megan did say he didn't shoot me. He got, well, he's saying I stepped on glass. All that. They didn't do that at court. He took it for some reason we don't know. That's what I'm saying. So I'm not here now to say, ooh, let him out. Nigga, you took that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna waste my energy on that. Now, did he shoot her? I don't believe that nigga shot her more than the man on the moon. I believe them two hoes were fighting, and he grabbed at that gun, and that gun hit that ground, and she stepped on some glass, and they all drunk and fucked up because he kept saying, I don't know. Nobody know what really happened.
So we get it. We get
just
it.
make it obvious. So I'm just saying,
room. We gotta give room for rebuttal.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm not, this not a rebuttal. I'm just saying it don't matter either way. I'm just saying he bullshit. Yeah, it's just opinionated because he got money.
How is it like? How would you consider it to be a fake stabbing, right? But then on top of that, say, you know what I'm saying, all this new evidence come out by her saying in the video that he didn't do it. The evidence pointing he not doing it. You saying that he not saying it, like he not saying that in court at first, right?
They had that when they went to court. They had all that.
All that's coming, but all of it's coming. All of it's coming out now, right?
No, they had it when they went to court. That's what I'm saying. All this been presented. That's why the court like, okay, that's been presented. That's the cop camera. You know that's prevented. I mean, they've been saw all that. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say.
Let me chime in. Okay, first of all, it would take over damn near 200 damn people inside the prison and outside of the prison, from the medical facility to the hospitals to the COs to the inmates. They would have to be in cohesiveness to create a fake stab.
No, they wouldn't. You saw 10 niggas just go out the side of a fucking toilet, Rock. Quit playing with yourself, man. You saw 10 niggas just run out the side of a toilet, and that was not a huge thing that they came up with a big production. What I'm trying to say, you got time and you got money, and you right there, it's poverty. Them laws on the side of whoever got the most money, man. This shit ain't about right or wrong. This is about money, and he got it. He got a senator. He done spread money to a senator. He spread money to lawyers. He doing it what he supposed to do. That's the game.
First of all,
because they ain't doing it because they like him.
Okay. First of all, let's make this clear. For the people that trying to hold him accountable and blame him for not taking a stand, first of all, it's already been proven that, come to find out, the lawyers that he had they were in cohesion with Rockefeller. Mm-hmm. That's first of all. So he had representation that he didn't know that was able to get influenced by Rockefeller and whatever money they put under the table to ride their way. It's not his fault because he didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't finna hold him not taking a stand against him. Yeah, in one of my cases, I ain't even take the stand. I just happen to beat it. It's not always smart. Sometimes the lawyer gonna be like, no, it's not wise to take the stand. No. You got to think about this. The prosecutor's job is to make you look bad. He has to ask questions. You have to answer questions. Man, you can make a nigga look guilty by how you ask the question.
Hey.
So I can't hold that against him. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know, you disagree. I disagree. I understand both sides. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get both sides. Exactly. So let me ask y'all this, and I'm gonna start off with you, Rich.
Okay, come on.
So one of the parts that was kind of interesting to me was when Wack said him and Tory was having a conversation about he think it was God's will for him to go to prison, get stabbed 14 times. They help save people.
See,
What's your thought process on that? What's your perspective on that?
bullshit. Now you the prodigal son. But listen, real talk though, you could be in a situation because your situation is better and help some people in there. That might not be the calling. That just is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's just the moment. And
Right.
I believe he didn't help some people because you in there and you got it. If you got a heart, man, you'll help somebody, man. Really, I'm just saying because you there. Time. You right up under the nigga every day. So
gotcha. Quality, what you think about that?
I kind of agree with Rich. I just agree. It's not a whole lot I can say on this case because it's so much.
No, I'm just asking a question. I mean, this actually don't really have nothing to do with the case. What do you think about when someone says, "I think this was God's work for me to go to prison and get stabbed 14 times to help save people"?
Bullshit.
I just think if that's what that person believes, then
no, I said what you think. I don't give a fuck about what Tory thinking about that.
It's hard for me to say stuff like that because I don't think that that's something that. Yeah. I just don't think that that's like I don't want to say possible, but I don't think that that's the way God would go about the way of doing it. I guess you could say.
Big Yoga, what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's kind of a two-way thing with me. Yeah, it could be like prophet. You know what I'm saying? God's plan for him to do that. But at the same time, you can also look at him as it. I mean, that's the way he adapted to the conditions that he had to face. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I'm around these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can help him out. Probably was doing that shit to keep niggas off his ass too. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's a lot of ways you can look at it. But I don't like full-heartedly. I don't think that's the case.
Can I ask the panel something, Rock? Can I ask all y'all this one question? What's different than old buddy last part said? I think everybody ought to go to jail because that'll grow you up or whatever he said. What is the difference between Tory saying he went in there to do that than him saying everybody needs to go to jail? Let me ask you. Start there, Rock. Start, Rock.
You already know how I felt about it.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's the kind of reverse of it.
This is a little different because he didn't really speak on the religious aspect of it. He just said how he personally feels.
Yeah.
Allegedly based off what Wack and Tory was talking about is that they agreed that this was God's work. And so my response to it is, and I'm gonna be straight up. If I gotta hang on a cross, if I gotta get hung, if I gotta get shot, and if I gotta die,
okay.
Get up the editing. Nigga.
I'm sorry.
Mute your damn mic. Man, mute your mic. This motherfucker.
You're killing me.
All right, so if I gotta do all that, man, that ain't a God I want to ride with. It ain't a God I want to ride with. Here's my thing, right? And well, you know what? We're gonna say that for another subject. It's another topic coming up. Not right now, but we're gonna say that for the topic, right? So